Hello, welcome back to another episode today on the Sports Undefeated account. Today, we react to the new AP Top 25, which just dropped 30 minutes ago. We're going to see who's in the top 25, what is it looking like after the 1 and the 2 fell, get into a little bit of more All-Star updates as I didn't cover in the last video that happened, and yeah, just overall stuff that's going on. We'll talk a little bit about the Super Bowl, I guess. I mean, there's nothing really much to point on, but it is what it is. Let's get into it. So the men's top 25 AP poll just came out, and with shocking losses this week that happened to not only number one Auburn but number two Duke, we're trying to figure out wherever it's gonna land here. Before I get into it, I'm gonna predict my top three just off the bat. I haven't opened up the tab yet, but Auburn, I don't think it's going to drop that much. Florida is a really good team. I think they will fall off at number one. I think they'll be number two. Alabama should be one. Florida will be three, I think is what the overall consensus is. If something happens and Auburn is still one, I won't be too mad, but because Florida is probably the second best SEC team. So we'll get into it. Let's react to this straight off the bat. I have it pulled up right here. Let me switch the tab. All right. Auburn has won. Auburn's won. Pretty deserved. They lost to Florida by 9, but the margin is by 9 points for the voting. Because Alabama is 2, which goes up 1. Florida jumps up 3. Ooh. Sorry, I didn't realize we had a tie between Florida and Duke. That's shocking. We don't usually get ties in the AP. So that's kind of nice to see. We have a little bit of a tie here. That doesn't really happen too often. That's just shows how good this year is. Um, with Florida jumping up 3, it shifted down Tennessee and Houston by 1 too. So okay, nothing too shocking there. Purdue at 7, yeah, they've been still doing pretty well. A&M jumping up too, pretty good after beating Missouri. St. John's jumps up 3 after beating UConn and Marquette a couple weeks. That's pretty good. They beat the top two SEC squad. My fault. Big East schools, and honestly, it's deserved. No one saw they're going to be this good. Top 10 right now. I would say it's still slowly going down, even though they beat TC by 30. Um, it's deserved. They're not doing too well right now. Michigan State also goes down too as well. I agree with that one also. Um, Texas Tech goes up 1 even though they lost to Arizona. I mean, Texas Tech still is a great school. I think they should jump down a little because they lost to Arizona, but I know they're still riding high. Um, Speaking of Arizona, they're now 13th. They jumped up 7. I think this is the highest they've been this year. Well deserved for them. I was doubting them too. They're in my top 4 to make it to the end with as long as Cincinnati. Don't get me started with Cincinnati, not on here. But yeah. Memphis, not part of the Power Five, but they're still right here at number 14. Um, Pretty impressed with them. They've been doing pretty well. 20-4. So where Kentucky's at 15. They just dumped down 1. Nothing too much to say there. Wisconsin's goes up 5. Well deserved, I think. They've been playing pretty well. Wisconsin basketball can shock you at any point, and they've been doing that recently, so that's pretty well deserved. Kansas goes down 1 for losing to Kansas State. Um, Honestly, I think should went down too. Kind of a Kansas hater. Marquette goes down 7 after losing to Creighton. Um, I think that could be the biggest drop this week because 7 is pretty far down. They will have a couple teams left, so yeah, Creighton and Clemson have been 2 of those teams that have killed big teams this year. Almost up 6. I think that's also pretty deserved with how they've been playing lately. That comeback win against LSU was pretty well deserved. Um, I'm not hating. I literally told my friend I think almost had a chance to come back in this game, and then they just did. So I won't hate. I think Ole Miss is gonna get in the tournament. Michigan goes up right underneath Ole Miss at spot 20 after beating Indiana. Pretty good. So jump of 6 and jump of 4. Yeah, Missouri has to be here. Loss of 6 to them. That's pretty bad, low key, with dropping to 21. The SEC is just that good. There's gonna be teams like that who jump down this low. So I'm not that shocked. Mississippi State stays at 22. Clemson enters at 23. I think it's pretty much deserved that they enter after beating Duke. I didn't think it was gonna be Duke, but it's deserved. I agree. Creighton gets in the top 25 for being Marquette. I think that's also deserved. They've been on a pretty good run the past couple of weeks. Who's 25 though? Is it Maryland? Are we getting? Yeah, it's Maryland. Maryland also dropped 7. Okay. So I don't. I think we can point out something. UConn's off the list. UConn not in the top 25 anymore. Back to back champions. Uh, has had a really shaky year overall. It took them losing to St. John's to get them unranked. That's a little absurd to me. I don't know why that would get you unranked because I mean the rest of their losses earlier this year has been pretty interesting. So I don't know. Not that many schools are getting really that many votes anymore. We have Gonzaga with 5, George Mason getting 7, Utah State with 8, St. Mary's with 20, Drake with 21, New Mexico with 40, Louisville 53, Illinois 59, UConn with 106, and UCLA 123. All big differences from the top 25 currently. So we have some new entrants this week. I think it's all deserving. I'm not too mad about it. Every team's some pretty good here. Um, the tie between Duke and Florida was really unexpected for me. Usually don't get ties here. Um, I want to see how everyone feels about the Auburn first place thing. Them after them losing after the longest time. It's interesting, but we'll see. I think you should be penalized for a loss, so I'm a little upset. Uh, Alabama's not one, but I'll get over it. It's something that's serious. Yeah, that's how I feel. I think Auburn's fine being one. It is what it is. All right, so I mean, I'm totally fine with looking at bracketology just for a little bit. I didn't really look at the last Friday update from earlier this week, so we could look at it again. Let's see what we're looking at here. I want to see the new stuff they have on here. Um, Nothing too much I need to really look at. Arizona going up to 4 is pretty good. Like that. New Mexico going up. St. Mary's, New Mexico will be great to see. Um, Texas Tech at 3. Oh, I like that. Really like that too. But Illinois dropping to a 6 and could get upset by Drake is. Anyone who goes against Drake is a danger spot at the moment. I don't. I see them making a deep run. Um, yeah, I see them making a deep run. What else? Gonzaga, Ohio State's also upset territory. What else? Georgia, Oregon. Crazy matchup right there. That'll be interesting to see. Missouri, Nebraska will be interesting to see. St. John's goes up to a 5. We'll go against McNeese. That'll be nice to see. All right, I like this. I really do like this. It'll be interesting to see everything that would play out. I like this. I like this overall. Who's on the bubble right now? Dang. Okay. That's kind of shocking me that they're on the bubble. All right. They're really trying to push UNC into this. I just don't think it's gonna happen. um, UNC just had a really bad year overall. It's just not gonna be like something that happens. It's unfortunate, but yeah. All right. So we're gonna talk a little bit more about the All Star game. I talked about it a little bit last episode, but I didn't get the confirmed participants for each thing until the day after. So we're just gonna talk about it here, and my predictions to win each one, just because I feel like I need to have a say on it. We're gonna talk about the 3-point contest first, which I think could save the overall thing. A little bit of complaint here. I hope they do something with Steph because no way they're doing it in San Fran this year, and they don't have Steph doing it, but they have Buddy Hield. So I don't know. Buddy Hield's fine overall, but Steph Curry, who's been going to stay his whole career, and he's not playing where he usually plays is kind of crazy. I hope they do something with him, maybe like a Sabrina Stat Part 2 type thing. I don't know. Something that just needs to happen. I'm gonna break down each person though. So, all right, Brunson. Brunson's been pretty good overall this year. I'm not complaining about Brunson getting in. Is he a 3-point shooter? Yeah. Is he just a really good guard? Yeah. It seemed like Kate Cunningham, that I'll talk about a little bit later. But I don't know if he has the efficiency to do it. I think he could shoot threes when he wants to shoot threes. Not if he had to do it all back to back to back. So, I think he'll do fine. Will he make it past the first round? I don't know. I don't know about that. Um, Speaking of Kate Cunningham, same thing for Brunson. About Brunson to him, he's had a really good year. He can shoot, but is he known for his 3-point shooting? No. Again, I don't know how he's gonna do. I think he'll do fine though. Again, I think they're all gonna do pretty fine. Garland, my guy Darius Garland, Cleveland Cab. I don't know how he's gonna do about this. I honestly don't want him to do too well. He's doing the 3-point. While I'll get into it later. Skills challenge that Mitchell and Mobley are doing the skills challenges. So that'll be interesting to see. Garland can shoot threes if he needs to, but I don't know if he'll be really efficient. Again, I don't know how he's gonna do. It might just be luck of the draw if he does pretty good. The issue is the heavy hitters I'm gonna talk about right now are we got Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero, heavy hitter. He's someone I could view as someone that can shoot threes, someone that's really good at their 3-point shooting. He's gonna be one to watch out for. I think he could definitely put some damage. It's his first All Star game too. He wants to make a name for himself. Um, first All Star game, everything. If he just took the record, took the 3P away from Dean, that would be good to see. We'll see how he performs. On top of that, Buddy Hield. He can always shoot threes, if he needs to. He had the second highest 3-point percentage shooting besides Steph, um, last year. So I mean, on paper, he should be able to do it. However, he's been struggling as recently. There's always a cycle. Buddy Hield, he goes from, oh, I'm one of the best players in the league to, okay, I'm still kind of good. And he goes all the way down. He's like, I actually just don't know how to play ball anymore. And he looks dumb. So I want to see how he does. I look at faith for him. I want to see him do good. Then you got Cameron Johnson. Um, he's a Brooklyn Nets. I don't really know too much about him. The Nets kind of just suck overall. That is not me discrediting him anyway because he's a net. But if I saw maybe like a Mavericks jersey on, I would be a little more interested. Literally anything else. If it was a Nets jersey, I would be interested. Actually, I am discrediting you for your jersey. I'm sorry. I hope you do good. I don't really know too much about you though. So yeah. Dame Dollar. I don't think we need to explain him too much. He's trying to go for a three-peat. Three-peats haven't been going as well as late. We have the Chiefs looking horrible last night. So I mean. And when UConn tries to go for their 3P, I want to see how that goes. I don't know if that's going to go good either. So maybe we can have one 3P work this year. Maybe Lillard's time is to get a 3P. And I have my dark horse in this group, in Norman Powell. He didn't get selected for the All Star game, but he's good. He's a good 3-point shooter. Out of everyone in this group, he's the most efficient 3-point shooter out of all 8 of them. I think if you see he gets in the final round, don't be shocked. I think he could definitely be efficient and just keep making him, keep making him, keep making him. Does he have deep ball range? I don't think so, but I think he's more efficient. Efficiency does win you this, so I'm very intrigued to see how this goes. For my top three, I'll take I'll take Lillard. Uh, okay, I'll take Lillard, Hero, and Powell to get my top three. I'm not gonna winner. Give me Tyler here. I feel like he could definitely do it this year. He has a lot of. I feel like he has it this year. I feel like he's eyeing for himself to get it this year. He's his first All Star game. Why not make a name for yourself? Give me Tyler here to win this whole thing. I could just be underlooking Dame though. He definitely could just repeat, and I wouldn't be shocked. I think I low key talked about the dunk contest already. I'm talking about how we have two rookies, some Rando and Mac McCall. who's also trying to go for a repeat this year. This is how boring the last two All Star games has been. We've had repeats after repeats. We need someone to challenge Mac McClung for his title, and these are not the guys. These are not the guys that are gonna do it. I hope they bring something out of his bag or something. Like, I might just need like Stephon Castle to dunk on his former UConn teammate Donovan Clingan just to make me feel a little bit impressed. But what is it gonna do for him to beat Mac McClung? Like, I don't know. I really still think Mac's gonna win. I don't have anyone else that I don't think can do something. I haven't seen anything impressive. I hope they prove me wrong though, just to save my doubts for McClung. I think McClung will win. Luckily, there's a fan vote this year, so we're just gonna give McClung probably perfect scores. But yeah, all right, back and finally the skills challenge, which had a little bit of an update from last year. We're doing instead of three teams, we're doing four, and it's teams of two. So we're gonna break down each team. For the we got Team Cavs. They're the best team in the league. I understand why they got their own team. Mitchell revealed that he was going to do this, so it made me think there's going to be a team of three of him, Garland, Mobley, easy because they're the big three. But since it's teams of two and Garland's already doing the 3 point later, it's going to be Mobley. So that's exciting to see. We got the top two picks with each other also in Team Rooks. We got Zachary Richard and Alex Sarr. I'm excited to see that. I think they look could be gassed together. I just want to see how they do it. I'm not really too keen about the whole skills challenge and the skills challenge stuff. It's fun to see them do it, but I'm just not like too keen on it. It's just fun to see them do it. Uh, Team Spurs. You got Chris Paul, Wembanyama. This is like what the type of selection I wanted for the Warriors, which I'll get into in 2 seconds. Like pick two of your most interesting guys to do it. You got Chris Paul, zero rings himself, but a loved veteran in the league. And you got Victor Wembanyama, one of the most dominant not rookie, dominant young guys in the league. And it's a great duo to see. I like that. Um Again, if they really had to do anyone else besides Chris Paul, I would put Castle on there. But Castle's doing dunk contests. So it's fine. There's no complaints with them. I think I really like this group of them together. Then the home crowd Warriors, who have, a lot of decent people on their team, They could have put a newly acquired Jimmy Butler here because, he just got there. I'm fine with Draymond. Don't get me wrong, Draymond's fine. But then you put Moses Moody on the team. Who is Moses Moody? And why is he so significant that he had to be in the skills challenge this year? When you go on his wiki page and you see in his accomplishments, skills challenge participant 2025, you're like, why was he selected? In the hometown of San Fran. I understand that you have to pick some people and if your team was bad, but you have Steph right there. Steph has to be doing something on this night. Steph has to be doing something. And if he is, I'll take all this back. But if he's not doing anything, no, there's no reason that she shouldn't be doing this for Draymond. Or he shouldn't be doing a 3 point. It could have easily been if he was gonna do a 3 point, he could have did Draymond Buddy. If he wasn't gonna do a 3 point, he could have did Draymond Steph. I don't understand why it's Moses Moody. I'm complaining. Who I think's gonna win? I don't know. I don't know how skill challenge really works that much, and it's fun to see. I guess. I'll take Team Rogue. I just want to see them do good, and it'll be fun to see if they can do something. Yeah, but that's really it for who I think's gonna win everything. We'll get into replacements right now. Uh, Giannis got hurt and isn't playing the All Star game anymore, which sucks. Unfortunate to see that. He played 1 minute last year, I think, or that might have been the year before, but he played 1 minute. So now we have to get a replacement. If we're going by position, I was saying, Franz Wagner, easy. Um, because he was a starter, so I was like Franz Wagner, pretty easy choice, yada yada. He's having a good year. We weren't going by position now, so if it wasn't my position, I was like LaMelo Ball, who got up first in the fan vote and didn't even get on the list. Turns out that Trey Young gets picked. And I'm not mad about Trey Young getting picked. Don't get me wrong. Love Trey Young. But Maxi and LaMelo had a chance to get on. They both don't get selected. Makes me a little bit upset because I think they've had better years than Trey. Trey's one of the coolest players in the league, don't get me wrong. But ugh, it's whatever. Um, we move on. I don't really know. I do want to see though if AD is going to get replaced before the All Star game. He's dealt with injury since his debut versus the Rockets on Saturday, and it's slowly becoming apparent that he might not be able to play. So who would they replace him with? I don't really care. I'm not really like too keen on who the West select anyway, but we will see. And yeah, all right. So I mean, I may as well have to talk about it. The Super Bowl happened yesterday. I mean, we all saw how it went. It wasn't up to our standards, but in my mind, I told my dad this. It could either be a blowout or it's gonna be a win for the Chiefs by a field goal, and it was a blowout. I said the reason was because of Saquon, though. That didn't happen. And what the Chiefs showed us yesterday is they were focused on one thing, and that was the run, which they covered amazing. I will say that the Chiefs had the number on the Eagles' run defense. They did amazing. That's why they're top five rush defense in the league. However, they totally forgot that the Eagles can throw the ball too. Something that the league has been saying all year. Why isn't Jalen throw the ball more? Why isn't Jalen throw the ball more? Yada yada yada. That's why they have someone like Saquon who can run the ball for miles and miles. They stopped him perfectly. They did perfect stopping. However, Jalen showed why he can throw the ball, and he's probably one of the best QBs in the game right now. He's saying that he wasn't top 10, saying that the Eagles are washed or they lost to. We are all on that train. I'm not even an Eagles fan, but I think their performance was dominant. I think this was one of the most dominant playoff runs we've seen in a little while. They just put 40 in the Super Bowl against the back-to-back defending champs. They killed the Commanders' momentum after beating the Lions. Struggled a little bit against the Rams, but even that, they were in control the whole game with Rams making small little mistakes. And the Packers, had no match for the Packers. And it kind of helped that they played all those teams earlier in the year. They knew what they were kind of going to do. They had a sense of urgency of what they were going to do and how are they going to do it. There's nothing wrong with that at all if it fell in your way. That's the other team's fault. So good for the Eagles. I'm really proud of them for winning. There's nothing too much to say. I think it's crazy that Kenny Pickett got to play the Super Bowl before a couple other QBs. But yeah, I'm proud of everyone. I'm proud of the whole Eagles organization for getting that dub, and stopping the nasty Chiefs. So, onward to next year, I guess. I guess I'm gonna talk about the logo though. They kind of were like, hey, so the whole internet's picking up on the logos, the color in the logo determines what team is gonna be in the Super Bowl. So they just put every color in there now. So whatever team gets in, we'd be like, oh, well, it wasn't because of the logo now. So that is what it is, I guess. I think the logo's ugly. I think I could actually make a better one. So, this is what it is. I think NBC's hosting it this year, so I don't know why, but I don't know what San Fran has anything to do with those colors. Whatever, I don't care. Big year for San Fran. Anywho, halftime performance was pretty good. I really liked it as a big fan of Kendrick and SZA's their subs. I heard a lot of people that didn't like it. But whenever I hear people that didn't like it, they're the same people that have never listened to Kendrick and SZA. So I don't really know. It was cold though when he got the whole crowd chant A minor out loud. So I mean, Drake really lost the battle now, as you can tell. All right, that's enough of that. Nothing too much on football right now, but we're gonna get to predictions. Let's see how well I do. Yeah, let's see. All right, we're gonna start with college. I'm gonna try to predict as many games as I can. Probably up till Wednesday. I'll go to for this. The ones I'm really interested in. Monday we have a couple good games. We have a couple good games tonight. We got number 23 Clemson going against UNC at Clemson after Clemson's big win versus Duke. They had the momentum going this one. North Carolina still needs to prove why they should even get in to the tournament. I still don't see why they should get in. I still don't think they have a reason to get in. Give me Clemson to win this one. I think they're still riding on the high after beating Duke. I think it's pretty good to see that. Then we have a battle of Texas here. Number 6 Houston against Baylor. I think Houston's still the most put together team in the country. Um, Larry Laker and I still think they're one of the most put together teams. Their offense is amazing. Their defense is amazing. They're playing at home. There's no reason they should lose this one. Give me Houston to beat Baylor. I think it's pretty simple to say that. So that's Monday. What I've seen for the ranked teams. Is there anything else I really want to point out? Um, no, not so much. So we're gonna move on to Tuesday. So Tuesday, we got number 1 Auburn against Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt's sailed ship has sailed at this point. I think they haven't been good since their upset win. I think they'll take this one. Give me Auburn to win this one. Number 10 Iowa State going against not even ranked. Sorry, UCF. UCF looks to give teams hard times. Apparently, they gave Houston a hard time a couple weeks back. I don't see that's going to change anything though. I think they will give this Iowa State team a little bit of a tricky time. But I don't think it's gonna be close. I think they make it early, tough time. Iowa State pulls away and wins. Give me Iowa State to win this one. I think they're back now. Arizona is going against number 13. Arizona is going against Kansas State. At Kansas State after Kansas State beating Kansas. I still think Arizona's riding high. They've only lost one Big 12 game. Yeah, give me them to win. On ESPN2, we got number 3 Florida against number 22 Mississippi State in a ranked versus ranked matchup. I like Florida to win this one. They're riding high off of that Auburn win still. They showed why they have one of the craziest teams in the nation right now. Give me Florida to win this one against Mississippi State. I think it'll be a fun one to see though. And then number 5 going against number 15, Tennessee versus Kentucky at Kentucky. Kentucky's been 5-5 in SEC play and going against a top 5 team in the country right now. I'm a little nervous for Kentucky here. I think this is upset potential if Tennessee looks awful, obviously, and if they can't get anything going on offense, which only happens a couple of nights, which I think has already happened. This always happens to them. They only have 4 losses this year, and I think they've all come from SEC play. So, in my opinion, Kentucky's going to take another loss here, and this is Tennessee's win to have. We got Purdue, number 7, versus Michigan. This is a good matchup. This is what we want to into. They're at Michigan. Michigan has some upset potential here versus Purdue. Here's why. Michigan's been hot lately. They beat Penn State, they beat Rutgers, they beat Oregon, and they beat Indiana. Not by much each time, but they've been hot. I think their team knows how to thrive at home. I think it'll be very interesting to see. I love this. I love this for him. This is a good potential win for him. They got their ish rocked last time when they went against them earlier this year. Lost by a lot. I think they have a chance. They have a small chance to win this one. And if they can do this, I think they have a chance. However, I'm going to take all of that back. Because I thought about mid sentence. No. I think Purdue still has it. They've been one of the more consistent teams this year. I'm trying to think of the last time Purdue has lost recently. Also Ohio State earlier this year. So I don't know. They've been pretty consistent SEC play though. They've only lost one. It was by 3. I'll take Purdue to win this one. Michigan is favored though, but Purdue's gonna be the team that win this one. I'm not gonna get to DePaul Marquette. Marquette will win this one. Alabama Texas has the ESPN game at this time. I'll take Alabama. Texas hasn't been that good since week 1, week 2 type John, so I don't really know. They still should be riding high after being ranked number 2. Georgia, Texas A&M, give me Texas A&M. Again, I think A&M's just one of those better SEC teams, realistically. And yeah, Michigan State will be nice to watch as they go to Michigan State here. I think Michigan State has what it takes to win this one also. I'm not really seeing any upsets for this day, but Michigan State will take this one. On ESPN too, because I love putting Kansas and Duke on ESPN. no matter who they face. They're playing Colorado, who has not won a Big 12 game this year. It's an easy one here. I'll take Kansas. Then we got a big matchup. We got unranked UConn. I've said this all year. Unranked UConn going against Creighton for the second time this year. Creighton always usually has UConn's number. It's something that's like known about Creighton. Always has UConn's number no matter what. They beat them earlier this year when they were ranked number 14, and Creighton was even ranked. I think they get them again here. I think this is a team. Creighton's finally ranked. They have the opportunity to look good on main stage of CBS. They got this. I got Creighton to win this one. They've been hot, and they're still keep riding hot. All right. Now we're gonna go to Wednesday. Some more interesting ranked matchups. We got number 9 St. John's versus Villanova at Villanova. Villanova having a rough week this week. They're gonna have to go against the top team in the Big East in St. John's on Wednesday, and then I think they gotta play whoever they play next is gonna be a hard team too. I think they have to play Marquette next. Um, I'm lying. No. Cut. So they have to play St. John's versus Villanova. I know Villanova's having a little bit of a rough patch after losing to Creighton, and they haven't been doing too well recently either. I know they got an easy matchup against Butler that they won against, so that's fine. But I think St. John's will win this one, unfortunately. St. John's has just been the better team overall defensively, and defense has been winning them these games as their total in the Big East. So I'll take St. John's. Ole Miss, South Carolina. Ole Miss has had this easy path with LSU, South Carolina back to back. I think they'll win this one. No questions about it. Cal Duke, shockingly not on ESPN for once because Duke's playing, but Duke's playing some pretty bad team here in a 12 to 12 Cal. I haven't seen any help with this team yet. I'll take Duke to rebound after losing their first ACC game. Arizona State, Texas Tech. If I would have said start of the year, I might have said Arizona State. Not anymore. I'll take Texas Tech to win this one. They've been riding hot. I'm happy they're ranked now. They're ranked high too. Well deserved. Now Oklahoma, Missouri. If this was a couple weeks back too, I might say Oklahoma, but it's not. Oklahoma is not been as good as they were before. One of the top offenses in the league has now diminished. Missouri should bounce back here after everything they've done. So yeah, pretty much yeah. I think it took all chalk there. I don't think it took one upset there. One is gonna be wrong then because I usually don't do that, but it is what it is. Let's get to NBA action now. For predictions. All right, starting off tonight, we got Timberwolves, Cavs. Gonna be a good one. Ant Edwards, Donovan Mitchell showdown. Uh, at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. I think Cleveland should be favorites, and I think they will win this one. Give me Cleveland to win this one by 6 or something. And yeah. Hawks versus Magic. I think whenever the Hawks and Magic play, the Magic always have their number. I think that's a given. I'm gonna take the Magic to win this one. Spurs versus Wizards. Taking a Spurs to win this one. I don't think I need to even comment on that one. Hornets net. Don't even comment on that one. Lamelo's back. I'll take the Hornets. I know Brooklyn's favorites, but I think I'm gonna take the Hornets. Celtics. See. Interesting. I like that. I'll take the Celtics to win this one. Nothing too shocking. Warriors Bucks without without Giannis. This will be interesting. No way it says on the players to watch Jimmy Butler is the top player to watch, bro. I like Golden State here without Giannis. So I'll take the Warriors to win this one. Pelicans Thunder, don't get me started. I'll take the Thunder. Kings Mavericks. Two guys that have just had trades on their team. I don't know if AD's playing tonight. I don't think he is. So, I'll take the Kings actually. They're not favorites to win, but I'll take them to win. Um, Trailblazers Nuggets by 500, and then Jazz Lakers, which is on ESPN, ESPN Plus, and Disney Plus. You're probably wondering, well, why is this game on all these networks? Why is this game on all these networks? It's because tonight is to see the big debut of Luka Doncic. That's what's on 3 different networks today. That's why everyone's so hyped. He's currently listed to play. His only guys that are listed out are Bronny, Don Connect, Cam Reddish, Austin Reeves, and LeBron. Even if LeBron's marked questionable, he is still looking to play. He said he might play tonight. So everyone is pretty excited for this. Everyone's excited for Luka to play, but we will see if he even plays. I don't think he's gonna play. Again, they've been trying to push all these Lakers games to ESPN because hey, Luka's might play. I don't think he's gonna play. I don't even think LeBron's gonna play either. Even with that, I still think the Lakers will win. Also, just put 45 on the Pacers. I still think they have it. Moving along, we're gonna go to Tuesday. Sixers Raptors. This is a Kyle Lowry game, I guess, for him. This is the Sixers one here, and they can just do everything correctly. Should be an easy one. On TNT, next Pacers would be a good one to watch between two All Star centers and Siakam and Karl-Anthony Towns. I think the next guy here though. I'll take the next to win this one. Away. Pistons Bulls is always fun to see. I think they always have a good matchup too. The Bulls always have something against the Pistons whenever they go against each other. They're at home too here. So I would like to see a little bit of magic between Vucevic. However, Zach Levine's not there anymore. I'll take the Pistons. Grizzlies Suns is gonna be interesting to see too. I think Katie's out right now. It's very possible that Katie's out right now. I don't know fully if he is. Um, let's see. Yeah, Katie is out still. He might not play. Jaws healthy. Yeah, that when that Grizzlies team's healthy, they're gonna win. I'll take the Grizzlies to win that one. Then the next day, we got Wemby versus Tatum at the Garden. I think that'd be a nice one to see. I love seeing the Spurs team play. It's just so exciting to see them play. But they're playing on a high level Celtics team. Has it been the most best team this year? But I still think they could definitely get the job done. I'm gonna take the Celtics to win this one. Hornets Magic, Magic. That's an easy one for Magic, I think. Pacers will beat the Wizards. Sixers Nets at Barclays without Ben Simmons anymore to chirp at. I'll take the Sixers. This one should be pretty good to see though. Kim Johnson something big here, so I guess that'll be exciting to see. Hawks Knicks at Madison Square Garden. We saw this earlier this year. Hawks always had the Knicks number. I think they will have it again. I'll take the Hawks to win this one. It's Trey when he's at the Garden, so not TD Garden, Madison Square. Cavs Raptors after they play Philly. I think the Cavs will get the Raptors and Pistons Bulls again for the second night in a row. I think I'll take the Bulls here to win this one. I think they'll split here just because that's gonna happen. Bucks Timberwolves with Giannis still questionable. I'll take Timberwolves. I'll take the healthy Timberwolves to win this one. Kings Pelicans. I'll take the Kings. Heat Thunder. I'll take the Thunder. I don't think I need to explain any of these right now. Rockets Suns. Give me the Rockets. Uh, Trailblazers Nuggets again. Give me the Nuggets. Lakers Jazz. They might put this one on ESPN. It's not, but I won't be shocked if they switch the Warriors Mavericks game off for that. The only reason Warriors Mavericks are on ESPN is because it's Clay versus Steph, isn't it? Which already happened this year. And it was only important when they actually happened in San Fran, I feel like. Now they're actually going to Dallas. Because who left? Who left that? It'll just be fun to see that. Lakers will win that one. I think the Mavs will get the Warriors. And I think the Grizzlies will get the Clippers. That is what I'm going to see. So those are my picks. And we wrapped up the video. That was really fun to see. I'm excited for what March Madness has in store now. Officially, since football is done, March Madness is now the main focus of everyone on their mind. They're all gonna be like, "Oh, I watched this 1 week of no, they're gonna be like, I watched this 1 month of college basketball. I know who the top teams are now." So that's gonna be fun to see what everyone thinks about how good their knowledge is on these teams. That's fun. Basketball right now, I could care less. All Star breaks about to come on. After All Star break, you can ask me anything because I'm excited to see that. But that's it for today's video. If you enjoy it, subscribe. I'll link my college basketball Instagram I just posted earlier today. Yeah. and we'll see you back here for another video.